Hello YouTube, this is Ty the Movie Guy 22 with Chapter 7 of Forest of the Forsaken. So, last time we ended with Tyler and Quinn falling asleep again next to each other, and Tyler feeling at peace knowing that she was with him. So this chapter is going to be, it's not focused on Sylvia. It's going to be about them trying to find out the clues that Greg left to find one of the 5 citadels remaining. This one's Citadel of Pain. So here it goes, Chapter 7, entitled Searching for Citadel 1. Okay, so we start off with this. I had woken up in a daze and not remembering where I was, and all of a sudden I remember Quinn sleeping next to her. I sat up, and she yawned and groggily said good morning. I said, "Good morning, Quinn." It was nice that I was able to get some sleep, and I was hopeful you got some as well. I did. It's so good to see you. Well, we see each other all the time, but it's always great to see you. It's great to see you too. And once again, Dylan showed up into our bedroom. Well, looks like I see you two again. I know, you just slept next to each other. That's right, bonehead. And you and Leah better not be doing anything. Or else. Why not? Why not? Leah's only 18. She doesn't know what's good for her really yet. What do you mean? I'm a nice guy. Yes. But I can see in your eyes that you're a little bit tricky. What do you mean? She has a point. What do you mean by that? You seem like the kind of guy that would lead someone on. Oh no, I wouldn't. I love her. And when are you two gonna get together? I told you for the 1,000th time. For the 1,000th time, we're just friends for now. We have to have congruent life goals. What's congruent mean? Quinn, you really need to get in that dictionary. Ugh. You two are confusing. You're reading that book again, aren't you, Tyler? Yes, I am. It's the Bible that I found in my book bag, in Quinn's bag. Yeah, I read it. It helps me. Do you think such a thing could even... Yes, I do. I believe very wholeheartedly you should read it sometime. You're right, I should. Suddenly, Leah popped in. Hey, big sister. Hey, Ty. Hey, Leah. How are you? Good, she said with a shocked expression. Of course, Leah and I were both fully clothed. Quinn and I were fully clothed. And Leah looked kind of sheepish, sweetly at Dylan. She's like, Leah? She was all like, what did you two do? Nothing. Nothing. Of course not, big sister. Leah Patrice Baker. Do you have to use my name? It makes it worse when Mom did it. You know that I'm your older sister. I'm here to protect you. I know. She was like, you're too much sometimes. I'm sorry, but I want to keep you protected, Leah. I can protect myself too. I know you can. That's not what I meant. I just meant that you should be more... That I just want you to be okay. I am. She's like, so you didn't do anything? No, of course not. You're a terrible... She's like, you know you're a terrible liar. I am not. When was the last time I lied to you? 9th grade, when you took my blouse without asking, and you ruined it. I did not ruin it. Oh, yes, you did. Daddy bought you a new one. I know he did, but that doesn't make it right. Quit bringing up the past. The sisters hug, and I tell Quinn, I'll see you later. I see you in a little bit. Okay? Okay. We hug, and I leave with Dylan, and Dylan and I begin training. Ready, brother? Ready? We jump and kick. We jump up off the tree that we had found and run up it and jump. And we try to jump over the branches. Of course, Dylan hit his head on the branch. Ha ha. What do you mean, ha ha? Try that again. You actually made it. How? I trust myself. I know. I'm really glad that you found Leah. She seems like a good person for you. She is. She makes me happy. That makes me happy. That you're happy, brother. Enough with the sweet sentiment. I laughed, too embarrassed. No. I see someone blushing. I am not. Yes, you are. Damn it. You want to settle this? Fine. We practice fight and I end up winning. That's no fair. You cheated. I did not cheat. I do not cheat to fight. I do not cheat while fighting. I just simply have more ability. Then he jumped and tried to kick me in the head, but I blocked it. Dang it! Yeah. Or else not. And he ended up landing a flying uppercut, and I flew back. Ah! Brother! What's that? Regenerative healing. Accelerated healing. You just grew a new tooth! Yes, I did. And your jaw snapped back into place. Yep. That's the power of this new abilities. It's always important that we use them for good. Indeed. Shall we practice our kinetic blast? Sure. 1, 2, 3. Ha! I hit my target. Hold on, let me try something, bro. What do you mean? I quiet my mind and circle my hands around me in a fluid motion. Kinetic arm blast! A whole circle of hands shot kinetic energy. Whoa! How did you do that? I just quieted my mind and I focused. That's insane! Suddenly, Greg appeared. Gregory? Is it Gregory? What are you doing here? Is it Gregory? What are you doing here? Dylan exclaimed. Come on, Dylan. He's part of our team now. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We let him in. I can assure you, Dylan, I'm no threat to you. You don't even have our powers. Actually, you're wrong. He sent a kinetic energy wave into the branches and brought down some fruit. How did you do that? I told you, you idiot. I have the same abilities you do. How? Dr. Michaels created an antibody that acts as a regenerative antidote for black scorpion venom, and it was able to give you and your brother powers. Dr. Sylvia, yes. Dr. Michaels. What was Mikhail? Do you remember that name? Greg exclaimed. Mikhail was my father. Not quite. Not quite. He was your adoptive father. Your real father, Colonel Riker. He lost his life. Was it to that bastard Schroeder? Yes. But Schroeder is the least of your concerns for now. He has full mastery of the Black Scorpion venom. And he's upgraded it, made it far more potent. Here, Tyler. Black Scorpion venom? I'm never gonna use this. I know. But when the time is right, you'll need to use the antibody serum, which your girlfriend can recreate. She's not my girlfriend yet. I know, but she will be eventually. I can tell. She seems to really like you. Don't you like her? I do. But I don't want anyone else to get hurt because of me. Is this about Savannah? Dylan exclaimed, "Don't you dare say her name!" It wasn't me that killed her, Dylan. It was someone else. Why didn't you stop him? I didn't know they were gonna do that. Honestly. You're gonna need to trust me. I don't need to do diddly. And then he started charging at Greg. Brother! A brief fist fight happened between them, and Greg swiftly won. Dang it! Now do you trust me? Yeah, I trust you. But just don't mention Savannah. I know that was a tough situation for you. But I could tell throughout these experiences, you're growing, but Tyler is slowly progressing. He won't really kill anyone. I'm not a murderer, Greg. Sometimes you have to be in order to save the ones you love. I know that it's hard for you. You were always such a peaceful young man, a young friend. We were friends at one point, but I think that memory was taken from you. Maybe Quinn can try to recreate the serum that wakes up all our memories. I told you it's in your blood, or Dylan's. You said it was in both of ours. Let me clarify. Only one of you has the DNA structure that allows it to happen. That allows memory regeneration. I got it. Sorry, guys. And we have to finally sit down and see what we have to do. Here, he tossed me a silver disc. It's like he tossed me a paper with some coordinates. What of this? Citadel of Pain, the location. Dylan looked and Dylan reacted to the name of the facility and said, "That sounds like a wrestling facility." This is no time for jokes. If you think the last one was hard to get into, this one's even harder. Lawrence Houghton has members of the Royal Guard and some of Schroeder's elite men. Like who? Roderick. Was it Roderick Hayes and Jacob Da Vinci? And Jacob DeVille? Roger Hayes and Jacob DeVille. I remember those two. Are they enhanced like us? Only slightly. Your DNA is more potent and will make you even harder to defeat. Quinn stood behind me in surprise. She put her hands over my eyes and said, "Guess who?" I said, "Quinn." She said, "You were right." And we hugged. I asked her, "Quinn, you took biochem, right?" "Yes." "Do you know how to reverse engineer something?" "It's been so long, but I can try." "What's this?" "The black scorpion venom." "That's what they use, right?" "Yes." Was it yes? But he seems to think you can re-engineer it to make it amplify my power and help us. Yes, I'll most definitely try for you. Thank you. You're welcome. Quinn. Yeah. I have to go check on Leah. Tell me when we have another mission. Alright. See you later. Aw. Out of earshot. Aw. Dylan exclaimed. What? You were about to say that you love her. I was not. Yes, you were. An older brother knows when his little brother is lying. Why don't you just say something? We're in the middle of a war, you doofus. You really think now would be the best time to tell her? Yes. These missions are only going to get harder and harder. I know. And we have to be ready. Sooner or later, Morris is going to attack the village with Han. Full force. With his own army. Brother. Yes. Greg. Yes. It's time we created an army of our own. What do you mean? The villagers. Every man, woman, and child willing to fight. Excluding the children. Every man and woman who wants to stand up and for what's right. We'll form an army and train them. I looked in my pockets and saw I had an amplifier serum. Amplifier serums? The Red Dragons? Is it the Red Dragon serum? Does everything have an animal color name? Yes. Then Greg exclaimed. I think I remember these amplify ability, such as strength, speed, and capability, durability. Flight? No, we can't fly, Dylan. No, Dylan, we can't fly. Well, actually... Wait, we can fly? Not quite, Greg had said sheepishly. There is a rumor that if you take that with the antibody serum, you could be able to turn into something stronger. A transformation. A transformation into what exactly? I asked, puzzled. A lumen angel. A lumen angel? What on earth is that? It's a rumor that a lumen angel can grow wings and use attacks that are basically invisible and unblockable. You'll be able to fly, be able to shoot arrows, magical kinetic arrows. And most importantly, for a short while, you'll be indestructible. But the transformation also has a price. What, I can't revert to human? No, not that. You can revert to human. It only lasts a few minutes. That's the only drawback. It only lasts 30 minutes. 30 minutes? That's it? And afterwards, it'd be hard to transform into it willingly. You have to wait for 4 months. You have to wait for 4 months. And say, fly 3 times. That seems really hokey. It is, but you'll be able to once everything is finished. Seems like we're on... Dylan exclaimed, "This must be hell for the villagers." I exclaimed, "Maybe it's not hell. Maybe we're just all in purgatory." What is purgatory? It's somewhere between heaven and hell. Really? Yes. Interesting. Do you think that's what Commander Morris said? And he said we're all already dead? I don't think so. Maybe. But no need to worry about that now. We'll worry about it when it ever comes. I'm going to make sure that we win this war eventually. And that Quinn and I are safe and able to have a life together. The life that I want to give her. A life where she's not worried, or Leah's not worried. Both of them are not worried about what's going to happen next. I'll win this war so we don't have to run forever and be on guard. You still have to kill Schroeder. We'll get to that when we get to that, Craig. And Schroeder is more powerful than you can imagine now. I bet. What about his son? You mean Thomas? Thomas? Thomas Schroeder, yes. I was with him during our classes. During our warrior classes. He was known as a prodigy. He still is. Does he have the Black Scorpion serum too? Yes, but from what I remember, him and Schroeder can both transform. And it's not pretty. Let's not focus on that right now. Could Morris transform? No, he can't. His body can't withstand the Scorpion and the antibody serums combining. He can't take it. Well, that gives me an advantage. Somewhat. Our mission is to find We found that location quickly, and I told Quinn and Leah to gear up, and we all geared up. And before we left, I looked at Quinn, "Are you ready?" We take all the citadels one at a time, piece by piece, step by step. I want to give you the life you deserve, Quinn. One where you and Leah don't have to worry. You can be happy. We don't have to worry anymore about who's coming after us. I know. You're amazing. I overheard you earlier talking with the others. I'm close to a breakthrough on the serum. I said to Quinn, "Quinn, there's something I want you to know." She said, "I know." "You do? But you can say it anyway." I love you, Quinn Donaldson. I will always love you. She smiled and beamed. I love you too. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I wanted to get to know the real you first, and you saw me for who I was, the better version of me. She cupped my face in hers, and, "Hey guys, focus up. Damn it, Dylan. What? I was just about to kiss her. Do it later." Son of a gun. I heard that. Greg and I geared up, and so did everyone else. As predicted, Leah and Quinn both tied their hair back and ditched their kimonos to put on their battle uniforms. We were covered head to toe in tactical gear, and it was breathable, so I could move around quickly, and all of us. I'm ready. Leah, you ready? Ready. Quinn, I'm ready. And we both hug tightly. And I say, together, you and me. It's always going to be you and me. She smiled. Enough with the kissy already. She's like, we're not even kissing yet, doofus. So we traveled throughout the citadel. We traveled, and as we traveled, Greg explained more to us about who Mikhail was, who Schroeder ended up being eventually, and what would soon be coming. He said gathering an army of the villagers would be a great idea. Quinn was a little taken aback, and so was Leah. But once I explained everything, they understood, and they liked the idea. Leah said, I will personally help train the others, and so will Quinn. I know you will, Leah. Oh, by the way, Leah? What was that? Oh, Leah, yeah? Your sister's special day is coming up. Tonight at midnight, right? Yes. Leah, you told him when my birthday was? Of course I did. I read your diary. I know how much you were expecting him to like you. Oh, you little... Just what I would expect from my baby sister. You're only 3 years older than me. You're 17, I'm 24. She's like, you're 17, I'm 24. I'm gonna be 25. Alright, let's do this. A victory for a birthday present would be nice. We found the citadel. There was Deville and the other one standing right next to each other. And Leah took out Roderick very quickly and hogtied him. Dylan, Greg, and I fought against the troops on the ground and searched everywhere for other components that we can use to make a serum, an antibody serum. What's going on now? I grabbed my head in pain. Tyler, what's happening? Speak to me, dang it. Tyler! Greg exclaimed. I think I'm remembering something. It looks painful. Shut up, Dylan. I think I remember the layout of his place. Come forth. And we all started running in super speed. We have super speed? How did you forget that? I ran, and we battled some more. We battled Deville, but he was very tricky. Dylan and I took turns fighting him, and then Greg fought him. And he said, my, you boys haven't changed a bit. You're all still pathetic and weak. We're not pathetic anymore. We'll take you down. This is the last thing we do. We had fought some more punches and kicks. I kicked him in the nose and Dylan backhanded him in the head, while Greg landed a forceful uppercut. And then we had a kinetic beam blast struggle. That's impossible. How was he able to use it, too? He must have taken the serum. This is going to be worse than we thought, isn't it? Probably. I calmed my mind. And Dylan and Greg and I closed our eyes and thought. We shared the same thought process. We created a powerful kinetic blast that sent him flying and impaled him into a tree stump, into a tree branch. Ugh! Now I'm asking you one last time, Devin, where is Boris? You'll have to, he's like, I'll die with that secret. And I guess it shall be so. He has succumbed to his injuries. Greg and Dylan and I looked and said, what was that we just did? We created a uni-mind. He's like, what do you think happened? I said, I think we created a uni-mind. A uni-mind? What's that? Where all our brains are connected and we're able to think quicker and more decisively. We share the same wavelength. That's pretty big. And we find the citadel unguarded. And suddenly, Lawrence's Han's minions all rushed out, including his son, the traitor, Frederick. And we all banded together for what would be a truly amazing battle. Quinn had taken care of the ground forces with her arrows. She was precise, she was as beautiful as she was deadly. And Leah took out a few a few evil army soldiers with her fists and with kicks. And we had, then suddenly, a bullet struck me in the arm. Ah! Tyler! I'm okay. And suddenly, my kinetic energy went from a translucent glow into a dark pulse of energy What in the hell happened? He destroyed the citadel. I almost destroyed half the citadel before Grev gave me the anti-serum. You're okay now. Half of the building was destroyed and most of the guards were dead with one blast. Then Lawrence and them retreated. And we had fought Lawrence's son to a standstill. This time we kicked him, punched him, and landed many blows. I was about to kill Frederick. And Dylan said, "No, not yet." "What do you mean, not yet? I have him right where I want him. This isn't your way. This is the darkness part of you wanting to come forth. Please, don't do it." I put my gun back into my holster. "It's done." I kicked him in the head, and he fell over, and someone grabbed him and left. My dear boy, what are you hoping to find?" "Morris Anderson." "I'm sorry it had to happen this way." "No, you're not." "You're right. I am not." I fired kinetic energy at him with rapid speed, and we battled for a short while. We had a short, brief fist fight that I couldn't even land a single punch. But I did manage to kick him in the side of his rib cage, and I landed a powerful strike. Ugh. "Is that all you got?" He hit me with a kinetic energy. Ah! I fell back. Ugh. "Tyler!" Dylan and Greg exclaimed. "Gregory, you betrayed us." "No, I simply chose not to help you. I chose the winning side. We're gonna take you down if it's the last thing we do." Quinn fired an arrow, and it scratched his cheek. "There'll be more than that when the time comes," she said, with a determined scowl on her face. "We will stop you. You will no longer destroy our village or hurt anyone we love anymore." "Ah, Miss Donaldson, Miss Baker. How lovely to see you two again." Leah gave her his middle finger. Leah gave him her middle finger. "Ah, your mother will be so happy to hear that you're alive." "Our mother?" "Lydia. And your father, Stefan. Stefan Baxter Donaldson. I must say he spoiled you girls rotten. You were always in the lab always bothering your father while working." That all changed, Leah said. "You two are brave, but still very pampered and spoiled." "We get it. You think we're spoiled. Come up with something else." He jumped into his helicopter. He jumped into it and said, "This is not the end. We're only just getting started." I jumped into the air to chase him and said, "Before this war's over, you're going to die by my hand." He simply chuckled and said, If you really think you're ready to kill me, then let's do this. I jumped down and I let him escape, and he escaped. We found the component, one of the components we needed, and Quinn said, I'm one step closer to fixing this. And then we went to celebrate back at the village. We all cleaned up, and I met Quinn for a little surprise evening that I had planned. Tyler, this is beautiful. You're beautiful. She smiled and said thank you. I was surprised. She's like, I was surprised to see you here. Surprised that you would remember. I can never forget. I think I remember your birthdays from when we were younger. I think we met when we were younger. I think so too. I remember your hair. I remember you were always on your dad's back. You were like a princess. Like a princess? Okay, you were a princess and still are. You rode on his back like he was a horse. Because he didn't want me to walk. Why? Because I was his little girl. And then Leah came along. I had surprised her. I was able to make a cake from a recipe that I had found in a book. I made you this. A cake? For me? Yeah, I made it. Dylan helped with the writing. I can see he needs help with penmanship. I heard that! Damn it, Dylan! Why are you here? To celebrate. Come on. Let's do this. Let's celebrate together. Very well. I lit the candles and Leah was there and we all celebrated and sang happy birthday. And she blew out her candles and I told her to make a wish. And she said she now knew that she had everything to wish for. She had everything now. And I looked at her in the moonlight, and it was a beautiful moon out, and I said, out of all of the moon, if I could, I would pluck the moon from the sky to see you smile. No matter where or when we met, when we were children, up till now, in every scenario, I would always fall in love with you. She smiled and blushed very hard. Leah's like, ha ha, your face is red. She's like, go away, baby sister. Grown-ups have to talk about something. She chuckled and sat down eating her cake. I told her, happy birthday. I pulled her in close as we finally kissed for the first time. It was magical. How was that? She said, that was good. And so we rested up for the next night that we had to do. We rested up. I closed my eyes and I was at peace. Ready for the day ahead. Ready to begin our training. Ready to make our first step into winning this war. And for being at peace. End of chapter 7. I really hope you enjoyed that, and I really enjoyed making this as I do with all my other chapters. So please like and comment and subscribe for more. Next Wednesday, same time, same place. Please comment down below if you think Quinn or Leah, who you think is a better, stronger love interest. so far in the story, Leah or Quinn? Which one has a more development? This is Tyler Movie Guy signing off.